Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the You Want podcast. Today we have a special guest, special little treat. We got the más guapo de guapos, más flaco de flacos, el más chingón de chingones, el copa Jandro. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estamos?
Long time no see.
Yeah, long.
Yo, I gotta
long
tell you
time.
guys a funny story about this because I didn't know these two knew each other. And then they both walked into my house. They're like, "What's up?" I was like, "You guys know each other?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fuck."
He's trying to keep it a secret.
I was kind of keep it a secret.
Salinas isn't that big. He's a lot smaller than you think.
I know, man.
Especially in the music industry.
Yeah, I think everybody in the music industry knows everybody in the music industry here.
Oh, well.
How you been, man?
Been good, man. You know, just chilling. You know, I'm on vacay right now. It's my last day of vacay, so.
Oh yeah.
This is how I'm spending it.
So you're a teacher now, bro. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I've been teaching guitar and music and theater for like 6 or 7 years now.
Theater too.
Right? Yeah, theater. Well, I haven't done that in a while, but like I spent a lot of time working with El Teatro Campesino.
Oh, that's
Or in
what's up,
San Juan. So I did a lot of like theater workshops with kids and stuff. And
Es mi nuevo ídolo, bro.
yeah, thank you.
The new Michael Jackson in town.
Go ahead, relax.
I can't moonwalk.
I can't moonwalk. Oh, that's what's stopping you? Just the moonwalk?
Yeah, it's just the moonwalk. Yeah,
The kids
amongst
not
other
flowing.
things. Yeah.
No, está bien. Yo, I saw, I put on my playlist la canción que sacaste, the Mexican one, ¿cómo se llama? Me Matas.
Me matas.
Dude, that song slaps.
It is, dude. It's super cool, dude. I love the production on that.
Did you write it?
I wrote it, but the whole todos los instrumentos y todo eso, like it was produced by Raúl Ábalos.
You know Raúl too?
Rulas.
Yeah.
AKA Rulas.
Rulas, yeah. We're gonna Rulas.
Yeah, I heard it and I added it to my playlist. It's a great song, man.
Thanks, man.
So what was the
Like a lot.
inspiration behind the writing of it?
I don't know. All my songs like that, I kind of like they're kind of like heartbreak songs. So just like the various like relationships I've been a part of and stuff. You know,
Who hurt you?
many people. It's happened.
That's usually where most of the good songs come from, the like hurt.
Yeah.
I think all like art, kind of like all the best art comes from like places of pain. And stuff.
Damn. Either that or you lose your encendedor, huh?
Yeah, algo así. Yeah. I mean that's also pain. It's just a different kind.
Yeah, I heard también esa, la de mi encendedor. That one slaps, bro.
Yeah, that's
I can see the little cholillos dancing the cumbias with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick.
Así cumbia viera, reggae.
Damn. So what comes first? The wording, the music? Like what comes first when
Like the
you're...
melody
The
or-
melody, what comes first for
It
you?
really depends on the song. Those two in particular, it was the words first.
The
I
words
think.
first.
Yeah, because I think I kind of just had like the idea for like the lyrics in my head and y la melodía and something. And both of them were like kind of like ripped off like other songs, sort of like Encendedor, like people told me like, oh fuck, it sounds like super familiar, like we ever heard it, and it's like, I don't know if you heard Que Calor by Supermercado.
No,
Like, Que Calor.
yeah.
So I had that one in my head, but then we also had like it was during the time where I was like, we're touring a lot with Quien Sabe. And it's my cumbia band.
I'm just kidding.
I should have known.
Esos vatos qué?
¿Quién sabe?
Yeah. No, we were touring and motherfuckers just like jack lighters left and right, dude, every day. We would buy a new lighter and then would disappear. And someone else would have a lighter and then would disappear. And like, you know, so I had to write a song about it. And that's the melody I had in my head. And also I had the idea for like cumbia viera and stuff like that. So
What do you guys need the lighters for?
just to look at them. Just for fun.
That's the number one stolen artifact
is.
in the US or everywhere, right?
No,
Well,
lighters?
Yeah, lighters.
especially with musicians. Shit.
I lose picks all the time, bro. That's the number one thing people steal.
For
from me.
guitarists, maybe, but
I don't think people steal them though. I think picks just slip into the void. You drop them and they like disappear.
You never
forever.
see them again.
Yeah.
to the abyss, the
Damn.
pockets.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of your TikToks, a lot of your Instagram content, dude. But I mean, you're killing it out there for sure.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you're
I
definitely
try to.
killing it. You know, and what I love about you is that you don't stick to one genre.
Right.
You know, and I think you have one of those voices that fit with different things, and it's just I don't know. I really like it.
I've always had like a really like eclectic like taste in music.
Yeah.
So a lot of different styles. Like like when I get like really into like a certain kind of like genre, like I want to know more about it. So I try to like immerse myself in it and kind of like replicate the different things that I'm hearing. and I've done that with a lot of different styles. I've done it with reggae, I've done it with ska, I've done it with metal, with regional, with like a lot of stuff. So because I'm kind of well versed in a lot of that, like I want to represent that in my own music. So it's not like I'm just like one type of artist, like one trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Y aparte humilde, bro.
No, and you get to learn a lot from like the cultures too that come with that music.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and especially now because I feel like people don't like consume music the way that they used to. Like when we were younger, like everybody would like tú escuchas eso y ya, like oh, this person likes rap and they just like rap.
Well, I have a question for you because in the last episode we were talking about the old school corridos and the new school corridos. Where do you lie in between that spectrum? Like, what is your preference?
I don't have a preference. Like I would say I like both. Like, you know, I definitely like I would rather listen to old school corridos, I guess, but I like tons of new stuff, you know what I think. And what I appreciate about the new stuff is that it's like it's fusion without like being overly like fusion, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because like all these new grupos, like they're blending like corridos with hip hop and with like rock and with indie and like different things, and they're doing it in like a really special way. And
yeah, music wise, I think the new corridos, that's why I like them, because they have more like tonos, they have more like a little bit more versatile in the style of playing.
Yeah, like the music is more filled.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it was like the old school corridos.
Yeah. And the musicality is super intense too. Like the first time I heard Legado 7, I was like, wow, these motherfuckers are like they're like jazz musicians. Yeah. It's like it's intense.
A lot of minor tones and stuff.
Legado 7, I feel like Legado 7 was one of the first grupos that came out with that style, and then everybody kind of followed in that footsteps while making little things.
Well, technically it was like Regulo Caro and Gerardo Ortiz, but like they put on the new style of music.
Because I remember I never really liked. I always liked like rancheritas and Ramon Ayala and stuff, but I was never super into banda. And the first time I heard Regulo Caro on the radio, I was like, oh, este güey tiene como voz como rockero. I was like, and that's what like caught my attention. Even though the style was not that different from like other banda that was around at the time, but like it was when I heard Voy a pistear el dolor, I was like, dude, that fool sings like
he's got like a little rocker.
Yeah, like his little like rocker. Like,
well, in that same CD, he recorded La de Lobo Hombre en París, which is a straight rock song.
He did?
He did. And
I've never heard that.
He did Norteño.
Yeah. Oh,
it's straight, yeah. And I hear what you're saying about his voice too, because it's very.
Well,
rocky.
he was a rocker before.
He was a straight rock, yeah.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
Rocker.
Oh no way. Yeah. See, I'm learning.
Oh, you didn't know this?
I don't know that much about him. I know that song, and then like. Because I was like obsessed with that song. Like that's the song that like converted me into like, oh, I like banda now.
Yeah, well, he started his career because he's cousins with Gerardo Ortiz. And he ended up composing like a couple of the songs that Gerardo once he was famous, and he's the one that did like started new progressions in the music and stuff.
No, and then his el brother de Regulo was manager de Gerardo. That he was his first manager before, unfortunately, he passed away. But that's how he got connected too. Like they were family too. Pero Regulo's brother was Gerardo's manager for a while. He was the first manager that he had.
Yeah, well, point is that Regulo was like he's one of the
pioneers.
Yeah, pioneers on that type of music that brought a lot of minor chords into the corridos and different styles, and it went on from there.
Yeah, and the aesthetic too, because the aesthetic is like completely changed, like from being like puro música de viejitos, like whatever, this whole ranchero aesthetic to like now all these fools like dress like rappers and like hella drip and all this like.
Hey, but some of these guys are, dude, like I think what's his name? They're like international now, bro. They're not just in Mexico. I forgot his name. Natal Cano? Yeah.
He's Mexican.
Yeah, but he's just they play him over in like other countries and stuff too.
Like in South America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that fool's international, bro.
Damn. Yeah, because I heard a lot of your music too, and a lot of your music, it's just a bunch of tonos all over the place. Like it's good. It sounds good, and it's not as simple as like where you're talking about the old school corrido, which is like primera, segunda, tercera, just do and then fa and then sol. Like, but you like really. You can tell in your music, you get the inspiration from everywhere, and then that's what comes up. That's the baby that comes out of the
even the last EP that came out with Nada Te Pido, like my idea for the whole EP is like, okay, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a Serreño like EP. I'm gonna try to like, that was kind of like the rule that I set for myself, But even outside of that, like I broke out of that a lot, you know, like because there's a lot of like two of the songs are covers of reggae songs, but I did them like corridos, and then one of them's like a straight up like bolero with like old school like bookies like organo like solitario style.
Yeah.
So like even when I'm trying really hard to do like a specific style, I can't. Like it ends up being a mishmash fusion type deal. So
it just comes naturally out now.
I guess, yeah. I mean, like
especially since you're like trying different music all the time.
Then I try to not take myself too seriously. Like when I'm producing, I don't like, you know, I just do whatever. Like if it's gonna be super simple, it's gonna be simple. If it's gonna be fun.
La de cacahuates pistaches.
¿Cuál es esa?
You haven't heard it?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's just talking about cacahuates and pistaches. That's the whole freaking song.
Oh, it's cool.
La cumbia.
La cumbia de cacahuates pistaches.
Oh, cumbias, you can talk about anything though. Like,
So that's all they say.
Yeah. ¿Cuánto la bolsa?
Yeah, literally.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Now you know.
There you
It's
go.
a classic Mexican quinceañera song, man.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a banda, yeah.
So, what age did you begin your music career? Like, when did you know that you're like, you know what, I want to learn how to play guitar or whatever your first instrument was?
Well, yeah, I started with guitar, just like everybody else.
I feel you. Screw the tuba.
No, you started on drums, no? Or you started tuba?
I don't remember. I started with a lot of different. I experimented with a lot of different instruments. I did, I think, guitar también.
Okay.
But this was when like I wasn't even into music, but my dad was trying to make me play, bro. I think it was guitar.
Yeah.
But he got me like some clarinet for like $20.
Oh, there you
And
go.
a trumpet.
No, yeah,
I
so,
don't remember which one I started with, but I think it was,
yeah, you started more all over the place. No, I started with guitar. My mom bought me a guitar when I was like 12, I think. She bought like some chapita guitar from like big garage sales.
yeah.
And I would just kind of make noise on it. I never like was taking it seriously or whatever. But I think I saw like
La Bamba.
La Bamba, but no, I saw School of Rock. Remember, I saw School of Rock, and that's like what hella
Black.
made me. Yeah, with Jack Black. Because I was hella into Jack Black and like whatever.
So you're Jack Black now because you teach the kids.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think about the movie a lot every day. Actually, every day.
So we
I'm
have Kung
teaching.
Fu Panda here with us today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I saw that movie, and then I was also super like into like I was just super into Green Day and like stuff like that. And I don't know. That's kind of what made me like want to play guitar. And then as I got a little bit older, a lot of my friends also like played music. Like in middle school, like almost all my friends like
We're into music.
were into music, and they had bands, and like, you know, they were playing metal and stuff, and that was my first introduction.
So how long have you been playing for?
Since then, I guess since I was like 13. That was what, 2004, 2005.
Okay. So that's been what, 10?
Yeah. Oh, actually no.
Going on 15 years?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Something like that. Like I started my first band in high school. So like, yeah, like 2008.
¿Cómo se llamaba la banda?
Se llamaba Shamisen.
Shamisen?
Yeah.
Like the wrestler?
I guess, I don't know. It was like a made up word. I think weird. The dude who named the band, he was trying to call it Sam Hain. You know what Sam Hain is?
Sam Haina?
Sam Hain. Sam Hain.
No.
Sam Hain is like it's the Irish word for it's the original word of like Halloween, whatever, because Halloween is like a Celtic like pagan like tradition, whatever, and it was the original one's called Sam Hain.
Okay.
Whatever. So he was trying to call it that, but he couldn't remember, and so he called it Shamisen. I don't know where that one came from, but
He's probably just trying to think of that word, and then it's like something like that.
something like that. I don't know. We were high.
Estaba comiendo orégano.
I don't know. I do that a lot.
mucho oregano.
I can't remember.
¿Comer orégano?
No. When I can't remember something, I just say something similar, bro, or make it like a word.
Yeah, pero ahí pegó, and like se quedó.
How long was that for?
The band?
Yeah.
Well, it was like 2-3 years or something. But we weren't super serious. We were kind of just like, we were just kids. We were playing around. We would play at like Giovanni's. I don't know if you guys remember Giovanni's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Casa de Pollo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know what that is.
Giovanni's, bro.
Yeah, that was back in the day. We would play there. Like it would just be like my parents. Like it would be our parents, and then sometimes like other kids from school.
Oh, snap. That's
Me
cool.
tocaba también el George when he was a rocker.
Yeah, Safe Flavi would play there a lot.
Hey, ya hemos hablado mucho de George. We should have him on the podcast, bro.
I know. I thought he was gonna be the first guest. You guys got me and shit.
Anda ocupado.
I wanted to be the third guest.
Why third?
Because I wanted you guys to like work out the kinks first, get the cameras right, buy a tripod.
Shooting shots over here.
Somebody call the police, bro.
No, pero
We're using tape on one of the.
We really are.
Yeah, but esos güeyes sí estaban like in the scene. Like we didn't really like, because we played thrash metal. Like our whole thing was like we didn't want to like the metal bands that were like que estaban pegando at the time were like Moria and like Frozen Water Burial and like you guys don't know because know about.
I have
like,
no idea what you're talking about.
Those were like the metal bands.
Sounds like
but
yogurt.
Yeah, but at that time eran como like it was hardcore and like death metal. Like and we wanted to play like old school like Metallica y todo eso, and that wasn't like cool I guess at the time. So,
Yeah.
So we didn't really like. We didn't go nowhere. We just played talent show and like.
So you guys played in a talent show together?
Yeah, that was that. So then after like I had been doing that band for a little while, and then like we didn't. I don't know. People didn't take it super like serious, so like I started like branching out, doing other things. And my neighbor, El Vince, he played accordion, and sometimes I would be walking home from school and I would see that they would be like kicking it like in the garage, and this fool was there, and like I don't know if you were there. You were there sometimes, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but they would be in the garage jamming out, and that's how I got introduced to playing like regional, and because that fool played straight like Ramon Ayala and Tiranos. Tiranos was like his favorite band.
¿De ahí no salía de esas dos, bro?
Nah,
Nunca salió.
this is love, dude. Never do other covers.
Yeah, he was all into that, bro, and then we'd just practice in the garage after school sometimes and just kick it pretty much.
Yeah, it was for sure. But that was the quick switch from like metal to that before like even thinking about like because now all the joke is like everybody that played like rock and stuff they play corridos now because it makes more money. Yeah, but
we were talking about that 2 episodes ago where it's like you make good money being a musician if you're in the Mexican regional side of it. Because if you're in a rock band. Well, we have a lot of similar friends because they're in rock bands. They make like what $50 per 4-hour gig.
Yeah, I mean this is a different thing, but I mean like. I wouldn't even consider it like good money. It's just fast money. Like,
it's pretty good, bro.
Fast money.
Oh, yeah.
Still money.
Fast money is good money. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Nah, but yeah, I get what you mean though, because like when you make fast money, you spend it a lot easier. You don't think about it. You're like, I'm gonna make it fast.
It depends on yourself. Like if you're budgeting it out and you're thinking about it like how you're gonna invest that money, then yeah, you know, like what you guys were like with your grupo, like you guys do a good job of like, you know, budgeting and like thinking about what you're gonna do with your money, like tú di que sí, güey.
We all right.
Yeah, but
well, speaking of my grupo, I got some beef because a couple of episodes ago I talked about what happened to my guitar that broke.
Yeah, how it broke.
And it turns out that same guy in my grupo broke one of your guitars too.
Yep, clavijas. He didn't break the guitar, but I think we played like a wedding or something. One of his friends, his old roommate's wedding.
Okay.
And he was helping us load up. Pero ya andaba pasado.
Always, bro. This guy always.
Yeah, pasado de copas, güey. And so, like, he was carried. I don't remember what happened. He was just carrying my guitar and he dropped it or something. Like, it was one of the, like, the typical thing where, like, you know how, like, you see a case on the ground and it's. No, and you pick it up and you think it's closed, right? And you pick it up and the guitar falls out or whatever. So, unas de esas.
Can't say I've done that.
No, but también. With the tuba?
No, una vez le hice eso a George, bro.
Was it when he left it in the back of his car?
There was a time where he would start carrying 2 guitars, and I would always tell him to close it because usually like once people get drunk and stuff, they would start, and we're like in a little small area.
People, or you?
No, like people, bro. And they would hit him, and he would trip on his guitar. And I was telling him, bro, like you already know you're gonna trip on it. Most likely, just close it and ponla para allá a un lado.
Like during the show?
Yeah, during the show, people would get drunk, or I don't know if it happens to you guys, but like they'll get close and they'll start dancing or whatever. They're drinking, and then they start hitting the mic stands, and you know.
¿No te ha pasado eso that you're like singing and then they back into the stand and boom?
Oh yeah, dude. Sometimes it's a bit like when I played like rowdier shows, like more like punk shows and stuff. Like it's like, si se.
Damn, it's crazy.
Yeah, there was one that we did where like. With one of my first bands, like it was like a ska band. It was called Dub Dog, and we played in San Jose. We were opening for this band from Mexico called Mascatesta, and so it was like a ska show. So like it's all like pits and like whatever. Pero el lugar, I don't remember the place. Like somewhere in East San Juan. El lugar era de puro like tile. So like people were like, you know, like moshing and stuff, pero también con sus bebidas. So everybody was like dropping beer on the ground. So like se hizo bien, like slip and slide. And we'd be playing, and we had a keyboard player. Y un vato que se resbala. And he flew all the way into the keyboard, knocked it over, and knocked it into Reggie, our keyboard player, and she got all freaked out. Like, big ass keyboard too. Big ass keyboard, he se tiró, and like, yeah. And then the same thing with the mics. And then we would do one song where we started out playing Tragos Amargos or whatever.
Yeah.
And these like girls got all excited and they ran over the mic and they were like, ah, like Trago de Amor, and then like unplugged it and like whatever, and the stand fell. And then they noticed and they were like, agarra la otra. And then they went to the next mic stand and did the same thing.
Dude, I hate it when they do that at freaking gigs, bro. I hate it when they do that.
When people grab the mic.
Yeah.
No, they just push you aside
and start singing
and start
trying to take over, and then they suck.
So now that you mention it, because you're talking about gigs, what are the funniest or crazy story that you experienced at a gig, at a tocada, at a venue?
Aside from that one.
Aside from
that, yeah. I mean, I was thinking about that because I feel like all of them happened like early, like in my career, because like now all the gigs I do feel like a little bit more like safe, because everything's like because everything's like planned ahead of time, and like everything's like, you know, like we kind of avoid that a lot more. But when I was first starting out, we did a lot of like weird shows.
What was the weird one?
Like we did pre-compression. We did Burning Man pre-compression. You know what that is?
No.
You know what Burning Man is, right? The festival?
The guy that ran for president a couple years ago?
No, Burning Man's like a festival. It's like this giant festival they do in the desert. Like, it's like a...
Oh, where they burn the man?
Yeah, and they burn the man at the end, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
In Oakland, they do like...
I saw that in Malcolm in the Middle, bro.
Yeah, from that. But in Oakland, they do... I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do this like fundraiser thing called Pre-Compression.
Okay.
Where it was just a show like with all the Burning Man types, and the point would be to raise money for like the tribes, le dicen, for the actual festival. And so Quien Sabe played in my cumbia band, but it was like a different version of Quien Sabe back in the day, featuring Gallo's members and stuff. And we had a friend que también conoces, but we won't say his name. We had a friend que someone gave us a bunch of shrooms. Can I talk about shrooms on your podcast?
That's why we're on YouTube.
Someone gave us a bunch of shrooms.
I was waiting for this
because it's Burning Man. But we all like microdosed them. Like, you know, we just ate like a few like stems or whatever. Like we ate them like a little bit before we started playing, and like the thing about like those kind of events, like everybody dresses up and stuff, right? So like dresses like in costumes or like whatever, and we're like, oh, we gotta do something crazy. So it's like exciting. So one of my friends brought like this like sarape with like a luchador mask, and like the sarape had like a tail, and it was like this crazy also like costume. And we're like, oh, it's the cucuy costume. We started calling because it's like the Q Quien Sabe, so it's the cucuy. That's our mascot or whatever, and it was gonna be the first appearance. So we gave it to our homie, and like, all right, in this song you're gonna pop out as the cucuy, and you're gonna like, I don't know,
dance
like,
or something.
Yeah, do something.
Show.
Yeah, pero el vato estaba bien, like. Ya borracho, ya like shrooms y todo, like, and like a few minutes before we started playing, like he was in the backstage area, like taking a nap, and like, this fool's not gonna do it no more, like whatever. And so we start playing, and we told him a specific song because I think there was some specific song where we wanted to come out, like we were gonna announce him or something, and he just came out in some random song, like for the backstage, like on the stage, and like, and he got the crowd like fucking hyped, and he jumped in the crowd, and like they started a dance pit around him, and he started dancing with like las morras y todo. Like it was dope. It was a lot of fun. But like se revivió. I thought the fool like
woke up from the dead.
Yeah, he came back from the dead. Like he was
the cucuy.
Yeah, he was the cucuy. Yeah, because he was asleep in the bag. We thought he was Denzel.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. That was
so
a wild
you've
one.
done like big venues then?
A few, yeah. The more honestly, like the more like fun shows that I've done have been like smaller, like because like the one of the biggest ones.
You have more interaction with people and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's more exciting. It's more interesting. Like because I think like one of the biggest shows like we've done is when we opened for Santa Cecilia last year at the Ritz, and that was like I don't know, like 800, 900 people or something.
Well, thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's on Instagram, though.
Yeah. And that was a lot of fun, but like I said, just like safe, and like it's not nothing that crazy happens.
Well, you guys had last year, I think it was in around October, you guys had an anniversary party?
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Was it October?
Yeah,
Or November?
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a
It's an anniversary and can't remember.
no, it wasn't an anniversary. It was just
I think you're not in a relationship with the band. Otherwise.
no, it was a record release. It was our album release party.
Oh, so
Yeah. We were nervous about it too because we were like, dude, the Fox is like big. I don't know if we're gonna sell that many tickets, whatever. But a lot of people showed up, so it's cool. We got the whole dance floor, and we invited our other homies. This was Resaca from the Bay Area, and they came out. So it was their first time playing in Salinas.
So how come you didn't invite us to play?
It's just it wasn't your time. Sorry.
You're not,
Stop.
you're not there yet. You're not at that his level yet, bro.
No, I got it. No way, only los talones, bro.
No man.
So what was the worst gig you had? Like the thing que te traumó más. So you're like, you know what? I'm done with music.
Ooh.
If there's been one.
I mean, there's been a few. I want to say they were all shows like where it was dead.
They're just looking at you. You're playing, like trying to put on ambiente. They're just looking at you.
Yeah, those are the toughest. Yeah,
I hate those, bro.
I mean, I've done a few. There was one I remember where like nothing like crazy happened, but I remember like they wanted us to be like the house band at this place like here in town, and like we played on like a Monday, and it was just like no había ambiente ni nada, and it was kind of like, and then my homie that was singing was like estaba bien pedo. That's a recurring theme in all my all my stories, like
Alcohol.
yeah, and he was just like
It's a music thing.
he was too hammered to like sing and stuff, and like
This podcast is brought to you by Budweiser.
yeah, and he was all like, yeah, bien pasado. And then there was another one like that too at that place, but like there was another gig where I straight up played for nobody. Like there was like two people and they left, and then there was nobody there.
Dude, that's called practice.
Yeah, it was like a paid practice.
Oh, but you got paid?
No, I don't think I got paid for that one. Now that you mention it, yeah. But I feel like you need those. Like I feel like every musician like needs to have like the experience of like the like packed like super ambiente like super cool gigs, and then the ones like on the te sientes like
comfortable and stuff.
Yeah, because like you need to like, you know, that's where you humble yourself, and that's where you really feel like oh, I gotta do better, and like it sounds different, like, because you know, like when you're playing, you're feeding off the vibe of like the audience, right?
Yeah.
So like you only feel the song, or you only feel like your sound is as good as like people are reacting. So if people aren't dancing, you're like, oh, we suck. Like whatever, people are dancing, you're like, oh, we're the best. Like regardless of what you sound like, because I'm sure we played gigs like where we didn't sound that great, but there was a lot of like good like vibes in the air when everything was like, so it went good.
Damn.
But
Felt good after the show.
yeah,
Yeah, this will be illegal.
yeah, and then the opposite.
Came down.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to take a moment, bro, just because you wanted to talk about this. Those shoes are so clean, my man.
Oh yeah, thank you. My
You were telling us that you bought them just for the podcast.
I
And
did.
You wanted to show them.
yeah, these are. Can you see them? My shoes.
Puro Vans.
They're Vans. This is my first pair of Vans.
Put them together, bro.
No, I didn't buy them. My girlfriend's her mom bought them for me for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for the podcast. So you lied.
No,
He bought it
to say that he has a girlfriend.
No, it was for it. They bought them for me specifically because they're like, oh, we heard you're gonna be on the
You won't.
on the You Won't podcast, so we got you these shoes so you could show them off at Gilbert's.
What did it say? You
House.
won't wear them.
Yeah, you're not. There you go.
Actually, now that you mention that, I haven't talked about it, but when I'm a musician, I have a lot of issues when it comes to relationship. Do you feel like that kind of affects a relationship or no?
I mean, it's hard. I feel bad for any woman dating a musician because
we suck.
yeah. I mean, it's
Can't have plans on the weekend, especially.
yeah. That's one of the toughest things, I guess,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, you're trying to plan stuff, and then a tocada comes up, and then you can't do it, and then especially like for you guys, like the playing grupos, like because you guys play way more, like, and then like
Yeah.
it's like 7-hour tocadas and every weekend, and like how do you like.
No, and then they call you like 2 hours before they want
Or
you
on the holidays, bro.
Yeah.
On the holidays.
It's hard in general balancing like life and like, you know, you're balancing career and balancing, you know, music and school and relationships and like family, and like that's hard for anybody. But you know, like with music, I think what's particularly hard is that like you're surviving very like check to check like basis, and you're trying to grow something. Yeah. It's not like you got a job and you can like call off and you can like, you know, and like there's like a clear like point A to point Z, like as to like how to like move up, you know what I mean? Like with music, like if you don't take an opportunity, like you might not get the opportunity again. So it's really tough to try to balance it.
Yeah, those opportunities never come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't do it, those opportunities never come back.
Yeah, because if it's like my lady's birthday or something, and
today?
No. I'm saying like, as an example, it's her birthday or it's something just really like significant. So we're gonna spend like we know we're gonna spend that time together. But then I get a call to do something that like some festival or something that like
open up a show. For
I wanted to do like my whole life, or that's gonna like really like level up my career, like, you know.
Rock, paper, scissors.
It's tough, you know.
Yeah, you gotta take that.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, it's character over, you know, character, and then family comes first and all that. So
yeah, no, I agree with you, and it's definitely hard. Like you were mentioning the holidays and special occasions, stuff like that. It's definitely hard, even if it's not like, even if you're not with like in a relationship, but even when you're family. Yeah, you spend a lot of time outside your home because of the passion that you have for the music and the easy money, as you guys said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
The easy money, the fast money.
All right, so what do you like better, cumbia or norteño?
Ooh, cumbia.
There's a song, bro, that you released a while ago when I didn't have Instagram for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know, but
he's lying.
I had TikTok, but
he had a burner account.
What's your TikTok?
I don't even know which one it is. No, but yeah, I remember you released it, bro. I forgot which one it was.
It was a cumbia, though? Well, I don't have that many. I just have I have Nadie, which is like that's a cumbia where I recorded it with like son jarocho instruments, and then like
what's that?
Son jarocho is like it's kind of like the precursor of mariachi or whatever. It's from like south Mexico, from Veracruz, and it's all like jaranas, like little guitars and requinto and stuff like that. So I recorded with like those kind of instruments and also like indigenous like percussion and stuff. So there's that one, and then Encendedor, which I did more like Viera.
Dude, I feel like Encendedor really hit.
It did. I mean, fuck, it blew up on TikTok. So
you haven't heard it?
Fun.
No. Well, because I haven't been on social media, bro, for a while.
He's taking a break.
It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify.
So how am I gonna? I mean, he promotes it on Instagram, right?
It's in the streets. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you got all these.
After today, I'm gonna get caught up.
You won't. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you love. I mean, you could tell you love the music. Yeah. You love the cumbia. You love the.
Cumbia's the way to go, though.
Really?
I mean, cumbia's just I don't know, like.
I think we did wrong, bro. Instead of learning how to play music to get chicks, we should have learned how to dance cumbias.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the bad choices, bro.
Bad choices.
Yeah. I'm not the best dancer, but.
You're a good dancer?
No.
Me either, bro.
I think I am.
Yo, manos.
Yeah. I think I am. My lady doesn't think so. but I think I'm okay. Me defiendo.
Perspective, huh?
Yeah. But cumbia's like, it's more like, I feel like cumbia's a lot more universal. Like everybody likes cumbia. Like anywhere you go in the world, like people like cumbia.
Yeah, definitely.
And any fiesta, I guarantee you, like you guys play fiestas and you play corridos and norteñas and that's all like in la comida, like people are just kind of kicking it and people sing along and like whatever. But then you play cumbias and what happens?
Did you see the videos of the freaking Mexican that went to Qatar?
No.
They're playing.
Oh, yeah.
And they got everybody dancing there.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like,
they got the Adams dancing and everybody.
Yeah, it's a universal rhythm,
bro.
Yeah. Play the chona. The chona's one of the best ones.
Yeah, so.
You guys play the chona or no?
Quien sabe does. Yeah.
Well, you're part of Quien sabe, so you play the chona.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy how you pursued like music though, like as a career as well.
Yeah.
Like, professionally.
I mean, like, when I was growing up, like, I knew I wasn't gonna, like, I never developed any other skills. So I was like, if I don't make it in music, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
There's no plan B.
Yeah. I mean, like, what I've, like, as I've gotten older, what I've realized is that, like, you just need, like...
$50.
What happened?
You said no plan B, but I was like...
Oh yeah. No, what I realized like as I got older is like there's not like especially with technology and everything now, like like if you want a career in music, you just need to have like multiple streams of income like that pertain to your music. You know what I mean? Like whether it's like production or it's you're selling beats or samples or teaching or like producing, or did I say producing?
Like 3 times.
Or writing, or you know what I mean?
Producing.
Like producing, gigging, all those things. Like there's a lot of different ways that you can make merchandise, like a lot of different ways that you can make like money through musicianship, and that's what I'm doing right now. Like everything I do like pertains to music in some way.
I saw that you posted, I don't know if it was last month or 2 months ago, that it was the first time that you pay your rent with everything that you made from Spotify or from
with just streaming money.
Snap.
So like now like I've gotten to a point, and this just happened last year, where I've gotten to a point where like every month like I make like a pretty like good chunk of money, just like not all kinds, but like enough money to where like it's part of my income now. Like every month, just
it's
from
consistent
streams.
now. You rely on it now.
Yeah, and that's passive income. It's not like I'm not actively like going to work and like doing something. That's just like I put out music and people listen to it enough to where like I make some money off of it.
Damn, bro! Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats on that. That's a big deal, man.
It is. Yeah.
Get to that,
Yeah, I try to tell that to like it's hard because like family members and stuff sometimes don't really understand how that works. Like,
well, yeah, a vast majority of people that aren't musicians or they don't know how things work.
They still ask you like, so you make money or like they pay you? when you play at people's houses, they pay you?
What's your favorite Manuchan?
You make enough?
Yeah.
To pay, like, yeah.
But how many years did it take you to get to that point?
Many.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I did a lot of shows like where we got paid like pizza. That's like we started out with like
food.
What in the Chuck E. Cheese is this? Really? You got started off with food?
Yeah. The first few like tocados, do like pizza and like beer and like, or maybe like I think the first time we got paid.
Did that, bro?
No, I always got money.
Because you guys went straight into Mexican music. That's why.
I did that too, though. When we started with George.
With Safe Topic.
No.
Just like
Chavos, I started playing the tuba, right? But I didn't know how to play for shit. And then we didn't have gigs. It was just me and George, and then we would bring one of our other cousins to play the drum. So that we're just the guitar, the tuba, and the snare. And we'd go around taloneando in the restaurants and literally just make enough to get some food and beer.
Oh, kind of like...
No, but they didn't pay you with food. They pay you with money, but you use the money to buy the food.
Oh, sometimes they would just pay us with food.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, it's like a different format, like kind of like when you go to Tijuana or like spots like where like you just go around like
we didn't have any gigs and nobody knew us, bro. So that's how we're trying to get known, and we did that for like 2 years, bro. Yeah, we'd get occasional gigs and stuff, but it wasn't consistent,
Yeah, and then like when I started doing more gigs, like we did like a lot of shows like. They were like rockabilly and like punk shows, and like stuff where we were just kind of like, we would either split the door and at like a $5 cover charge. So like everybody would end up like each band would end up with like $50, $100 or something like. And that was the first time I got paid. I remember we got $100 and I was all excited. I was like, oh, $100? We didn't know what to do. Like, oh shit, we're real. Like, but before that we didn't even like think, we didn't even ask. Like we'd go play places and like y nada. And then it's tough because it's different everywhere, but
I never did that. I went straight into gigs, into like house parties.
Because it's like it's the difference between playing like repertorio and playing like música original. Like when you're playing original music, you're trying to promote your original music and you're trying to like get out there like and build a name for yourself. And so like you make a lot of sacrifices to do that.
Correct.
And when you're playing repertorio, you're just doing what people want to hear. And and there's nothing wrong with that. That's it's the it's fast money. So
it's good.
A lot of people don't understand that. That's why like
social media too helped a lot. Back then, social media was like, and not the people that would actually pay for like gigs and stuff. They weren't on social media as much as they are now.
We got a couple of gigs with the Gallos. where I asked them like, oh, how'd you guys find them? So like, oh, I just put Salina Norteño Grupo and you guys pop up because that's the hashtag I use for all our videos.
SEO.
Yeah, and it works.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you're right. Social media now has made it so you're more exposed to like the customers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. How much do you earn? So how much did you earn in your first gig?
My
One slice of pizza or 2 slices?
First is I think like a whole pizza actually for the we split it between like four.
We were walking down Salinas just giving pizza out.
Yeah, we were like ballin'. Puro
crazy,
pizza, puros pepperonis. ¿Quién quiere?
Good times.
Muérdele. Yeah.
Muérdele.
We went from a free pizza to freaking paying your rent.
To paying my rent with streaming money.
That's crazy, man. That's freaking crazy.
That's
So what are you working on right now?
Right now I have a few different things. I'm working on an album for myself. I did my regional album. Now I'm gonna do a rock album. It's gonna be like a kind of like pop punk and like metalcore kind of and indie and like some other stuff.
Damn, that's crazy.
So I got that.
Because I see you play in all your videos and all the music you do. Like, do you play all of those instruments, or do you ask somebody to record that, or like, do you play like all those instruments that you record?
Most of like the Flaco Jandro music, I've produced like pretty much like all of it, and I've played almost all the instruments. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's impressive, bro.
Either that or I like programmed like some of the stuff that has like drums, like it's like programmed drums.
Like the looping of it.
Yeah, but I mean that's still a skill in and of itself. Like people think you press a magic button and like drums pop out and they're automatically like the song. But no, I've done most of it. But what's cool now is now I have a backing band. We're called Los Perros Callejeros.
Oh, that's right.
So we've been practicing more. So this year we want to do like a lot more gigs like with a band, because I was doing a lot of just kind of like gigs by myself where I did like with pista and like a laptop and stuff. But this year I kind of want to move a little bit more away from that and like do more stuff with like
integrate the band and everything.
Yeah.
Do you need a tubero and a second guitar?
Yeah, I mean maybe. Shit.
You won't.
Well, that's what's cool is like it's like when you're working like as a band, the whole unit as a band, like you're dealing with like the democracy of a band. Like everybody has to decide. Like those are the only people that are gonna play. Those are the only people that are gonna record. And like me as a solo artist, I can kind of do whatever I want. Like I can collaborate with whoever I want. I can like produce with whoever I want. Like I can make stuff sound exactly the way I want it. And like, you know what I mean? So that's why I started this project.
Do you guys have any games lined up with Los Perros?
We do. Actually, we're gonna be playing. I don't know when this comes out, but we're playing the 28th in Santa Cruz at the Blue Lagoon.
So is it a Sunday?
It's a Saturday.
Oh, this comes out the day after that.
Okay.
We could probably release it next week then, so we can help them promote it.
We can release this.
Yeah, and then we have another one too. My girlfriend's actually putting on a show. She's putting on a show at the Other Brother in Seaside.
Oh snap!
Yeah, it's gonna be a Valentine's event. It's gonna be Flaco Alejandro, Roxy Ortiz, Pac Joko. Then we're gonna have Ruka Records. She spins vinyl. That one's gonna be super cool. So
Sounds sweet. Sounds
yeah,
cool.
I'm excited. So hopefully we get to do a lot more stuff like that. You know, I'm really excited about.
Sounds good, bro. Saying like he hopes they invite him. Just saying.
Yeah. You guys are invited. Everybody on the You Won't podcast.
Who didn't invite you somewhere?
I don't know. I wonder who.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. And then when is that new music releasing? The rock album? You have like a month or day or?
I don't know. Just sometime.
Any
When I get to it.
Sometime this year. Yeah, I don't have anything set in stone yet. I still gotta.
Wait, but they're all gonna be originals?
Yeah, it's all. I already have like a lot of it recorded.
Oh, really?
But it's just a matter of like mixing in like. Yeah, I have a mixing engineer that I work with.
Okay.
Too. So he usually tells me. Usually I send out stuff to him, and then he tells me like.
It's shit.
Yeah, how well I mixed it, because I'm trying to get better at mixing and mastering myself.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm still learning.
No, this business is one of those things that if you don't have the connections, you're not gonna learn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're not gonna learn any of that stuff. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it's all working out for you.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yo, we need a sponsor, bro, because we have crappy equipment. This mic keeps on dropping for my boy. Come on.
Yeah, it keeps going down, bro. I have to lift it up.
Yeah, that'll get Wise to sponsor you.
Who?
Wise Music.
Why is? Oh, that'd be sick.
Hey, they do sponsors, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, they really do.
Hey, Wise Moose, if you're watching this,
Yeah, it's Pete. If Pete's listening,
we all we need is just one mic stand.
all these actually came from Wise, right?
No, I bought
Because
these-
he.
yeah, no. Wise.
Yeah, we actually bought all the equipment there, so you know, we can
Yeah.
get sponsored.
It was half Wise, half Sweetwater. Just because like just in case Sweetwater tell me
Yeah, but it's good.
So no, I'm glad that you're working on that, bro. I can't wait to hear it. I know it's gonna be badass.
Yeah, it's that. Then we're working on some stuff with Ken Sabe too. We just recorded
Also,
some
you're
stuff.
in both of the bands.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Three,
can't stop
bro.
it, dude. I just I haven't been like
solo.
yeah, I haven't been as active because I've been doing more of my. I wanted to bring out my soul project a little bit more.
Okay.
But we can't stop it. Yeah, we're producing another album.
You guys
this
you
year.
have gigs?
It's-
That's why he's focused on his solo stuff.
yeah. Or we don't have any gigs lined up, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
but it's good. I want to eventually like produce a lot more art because like there's so much like new talent like in this area that's like. I feel like there's like this like renaissance of like bands happening right now, like bands and artists. And
Hey,
it's,
if you
like-
know any of them, shoot them our way. We're happy to
yeah,
have them here,
yeah,
man.
you guys should have all of them.
Yeah.
It's dope.
That's too many people, bro. I don't want them to know where I live.
We gotta move to another place.
Yeah, we need to get sponsored to get the studio.
Yeah.
Back at Wise, bro.
Back of Wise.
Back away.
Back of Wise is a car wash, bro.
Oh, it is
yeah.
on because it's not the other Wise no more.
No, it's on Main now. Like going to Monterey. You haven't been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I didn't, no, but I still think about it. Like every time I think of Wise, I still think about
Yeah,
the old
the
location
one in,
for some
On
reason.
Monterey Street, but
Yeah.
no, this one's actually going to Monterey.
And then Gatsby's is next to it. You remember Gatsby's?
Is that the rib joint?
No, next to it was Wise, and then right next to it was Gatsby's. And Gatsby's was also a music store. You remember?
Yeah, I remember. It was on the Stat Tony's
Bro.
jewelry, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm younger than you guys. I don't know all this stuff.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's where like I bought my first like pedal, like my first like distortion pedal. Bought it at Gatsby's.
Like gas pedal.
Because everything was like a little bit cheaper there. It was more like kind of like you know how in San Jose there's the guitar, the musicians exchange or whatever.
No.
No, all right.
Como una tienda de segunda, bro. Like,
Yeah.
in a way.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
pura música.
Yeah.
Music instruments and stuff.
Ponle que así, because like Wise was like the nicer one, and then Gatsby's was more like chapita, because Gatsby's was more like stuff to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where that place is?
No,
like
no, I
that
never
Tony,
heard of
that Tony's jewelry, I think it is.
Yeah, treasure.
That same place was another.
San Jose?
No, right here.
No, aquí en Selena.
Next to Wise Music on that out.
No, I didn't know it was another store before Tony's.
Yeah.
Tony is not sponsored by the radio, by the way. Yeah, I didn't know. That's crazy.
Damn, if he wouldn't have brought it up, bro, I wouldn't have remembered either.
A lot of people don't like.
Okay, so
Salinas has changed a lot, dude. Old Town, like, it's crazy.
Old Town, yeah.
Yeah, Old Town looks nice.
It looks nicer now compared to the ghetto ass shit we had back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in my day. All right, bro. Well, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm glad.
Definitely, you guys go check him out. We're gonna leave your handles on the description. Like, comment this video. Go follow him so he can still keep on paying his rent.
Support.
What are you gonna do right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like after this? I don't know. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so probably work on my lesson plans.
You want to record a couple songs?
No traje la guitarra y nada. I don't really, I didn't warm up. I had a...
¿Está la quebrada, bro?
Sí. Like a cabrón.
So you don't want to record?
I mean...
You won't. That was a Jack Black moment.
I got you a couple panda.
Check esa madre. Vamos a hacerlo.
You know?
Yeah,
Alright, let's do it.
All right, let's go.